go. Oh, interesting. All right. What happened there is the car decided to go, and then like had a second guess at the last minute. I actually heard the car skid from it putting on the brakes really quick. There must have been some loose gravel or something. I actually skid on some gravel. We could clear the car, and I knew that. So I hit the accelerator and took control. Very interesting because I have two other incidents this week. I don't have them on the GoPro, unfortunately, because I was making a quick trip. And of course, there's no access to the B-pillar cameras for some unknown reason. But I've had twice now where I've pulled out in front of a car. Well, once I pulled out in front of a car that I shouldn't have, or full self-driving did, and it started hesitating, kind of like that, but not as bad. And I had to press the accelerator to get it through, because the more it hesitated, the more dangerous the situation became with cars coming in. And then just yesterday or the day before, I actually had to hit the brakes because the car was pulling out in front of a lane in front of another car that I don't think it would have hit me. It would have had to jam on its brakes. And what happened was there was a kind of like a brick sign to my left, and I was pulling out of a parking lot, and it saw that it was clear, and I guess decided to go, but there was kind of a blind turn, and so a car came out kind of nowhere, like you couldn't see it before, and it had already committed and was starting to go, and I had to hit the brakes because I looked back and saw it. So that makes 3 incidents in the matter of less than a week on 12-5-1-3 that I would say put me in an unsafe position, although I don't think any of those would have ended up in an accident. So it's very interesting because I felt like for the week prior, 12-5-1-3 was very safe and actually handling a lot of those unprotected and blind turns a lot better. And now I feel like there's a sudden regression. There's no software update, but definitely seems to me like until I get a new version, I need to be a little bit more on guard, pulling out on the main streets without the benefit of traffic lights. Sorry, now that I'm talking, let's get back to full self-driving. Oh, that's another interesting thing. It's never done that before. This is the first time that I've recorded nighttime driving. I don't do a lot of dusk or nighttime driving with FSD. Most of my driving is during the day. Right then, it saw a double yellow line that wasn't there, thought it had to get over for some reason, even though I think it showed a double yellow line, and it's never done that right there before. It always goes straight. Why it suddenly put on its turn signal and thought it had to get over to get back, very strange. I'll look at the footage when I get back home and when I edit this video and see exactly what was going on. And it's still coming to a stop, even though I've got a green arrow. That was interesting. There's no need to stop that I'm aware of when there's a red light and a green arrow. Very strange. Definitely interested in some comments here or some discussion, especially if you've got FSD 12.5.1.3, and have you noticed any of these issues lately? Mainly issues coming out onto main streets and not handling that traffic guess well. Alright, I think for the sake of brevity, we'll cut this video now, or in just a moment. I don't know why it put on its turn signal. I'm going straight through. Let's see what it does real quick. We've got a truck impeding on the lane. Alright, we handled that carefully. We got the turn signal on for what reason I don't know. We have to get through the intersection first. And actually, this is a left turn lane, so if someone's behind me, they're going to think I'm turning through this light. I'm not. I'm going straight through. I would cancel this, but I actually want to see what the FSD does right now. Alright, here we go. Wheels turning a little right. It is turning left. Weird. We can get into Chick-fil-A through here. I guess we're, yeah, going interesting. So it didn't update the nav, but it had planned to go a different route. I don't know why it just didn't go through the light. That's what I always do. This does work. I guess I won't dock it other than to say it didn't update the nav right away, which can be very confusing with human supervision, not really knowing what the car is doing. Alright, let's cut this video, and very interesting drive. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.